You are working incredibly hard just to stay poor. You are grinding day and night, pouring your energy into things that will never lift you. You are painting fake money when you could be creating a masterpiece. And the tragedy is, you don't even know it. There is a true story of a man named Emanuel Ninger. He lived in the late 1800s. By trade, he was an artist, a painter. He had skill, real skill, the kind that takes years to develop. He could draw with precision, with feeling, with life. His hands could create beauty, but Emanuel was poor. He struggled to sell his paintings. He watched others make money while he scraped by, and one day he made a choice, a shortcut. He decided to use his artistic talent not to create, but to copy. He decided to forge money. He started small. He would take a $20 bill and study it for hours. Every line, every curve, every detail. Then he would paint his own version, not print it. Paint it, by hand, with brushes and ink. Each note took him an entire week to complete. 40 hours of painstaking labor for a single $20 bill. But it worked. The forgeries were so perfect that banks accepted them. He passed them in stores. He bought bread and wine and meat with his painted money. For years, he got away with it. He thought he was smart. He thought he had found a way. Then one day, he went to a store and bought a few small items. He handed over one of his forged 20s. The cashier looked at it, looked at him. Something was wrong. The ink smudged slightly when wet. The cashier called the police. Emanuel was arrested. In his home, the police found his tools, his brushes, his inks, and his paintings. Real paintings. Originals. They took them to experts for appraisal. The experts were stunned. The paintings were magnificent. They were worth, each one, thousands of dollars. One expert said, "This man did not need to forge money. He was a master. His legitimate work could have made him rich." Emanuel Ninger, the forger, spent years in prison. Emanuel Ninger, the artist, spent those same years in a cell, painting nothing. He had traded a fortune for a few 20s. He had spent 40 hours a week creating something worth $20, when the same 40 hours could have created something worth 5,000. This is the tragedy of misdirected talent. This is the price of the shortcut. You are Emanuel. You have talent. You have skill. You have something that only you can do. But you are taking shortcuts. You are spending your hours on things that do not matter, chasing quick money, easy wins, instant gratification. You are painting counterfeit 20s when you could be painting masterpieces. The shortcut always seems easier. It promises quick reward, but look closely. Emanuel spent a week on each $20. A week, that is not a shortcut. That is a long, hard, miserable road. He could have painted one legitimate piece in that week, sold it for thousands, and been free. Instead, he chose the path that looked easy, but was actually the hardest of all. Integrity is not just about being moral. It is about being smart. It is about recognizing that the long road, the road of building real skill, real value, real character, is actually the shortest path to lasting success. The shortcut loops back on itself. It takes you in circles. It lands you in prison, literal or figurative. What are you forging? What are you faking? What are you doing with your hours that is beneath your talent? You have a masterpiece inside you, a book, a business, a relationship, a skill, but you are ignoring it. You are painting 20s. You are scrolling. You are procrastinating. You are taking the easy way that is actually the hardest way of all. Stop. Look at your hands. What are they capable of? What could you create if you stopped forging and started building? The masterpiece is waiting. It is worth more than all the counterfeit bread and wine you will ever buy. Choose the long road. It is the only one that leads home.